back to the channel. I am Chase, and today we're getting into this whole thing about Scarlett Johansson and the issues surrounding her comments and backing out of playing a trans character, and then Trevor jumped in and weighed in on his 2 cents, and the waters are just a little muddy, okay, to say the least. So let's get that up here. So basically, Trevor Noah, if you haven't heard, okay, first off, here in the Hollywood Reporter kind of gives a little breakdown. But basically, what had happened was, I literally thought this happened like a year ago. What had happened was Scarlett Johansson was offered, let's have that be the key word here, was offered a role in this movie to play a trans character. And she actually, she accepted, and then there was backlash about my representation. And so because of that, she finally just said, you know what, just stop it. I'm not gonna do it anymore. Later on, in this interview with As If magazine, she reflected back on that decision, and she kind of gave another statement on that. Start right here. So during her cover story interview with As If magazine, Johansson was quoted as saying, "You know, as an actor, I should be able to play any person or any tree or any animal because that's my job and the requirements of my job." I had no problem with that. Yes, you are correct. Thank you for telling me what an actor is supposed to do. And she got mocked, and she got all sorts of flack for that. Whatever. Hate is gonna hate. So she later clarified her intention with the statement, "The question I was answering in my conversation with the contemporary artist David Sale was about the confrontation between political correctness and art." She went on to say, "I personally feel that in an ideal world, any actor should be able to play anybody, and art in all its forms should be immune to political correctness. This is the point I was making." Yes. Yes. Say it, preach. That's exactly what it is. Like that's what people like me have been saying so long. Just get the political correctness out. We want just entertainment. We don't want ideologues or agenda pushing or messages, influence. Just give us some entertainment. Give us good stories for us to love. Okay, and that's obviously what she understands. So I completely back her 100%. Here's the thing. Like, people got all upset about inclusivity, okay? That a trans person should play a trans person. And what happens is when you take that logic and you go down that rabbit hole, it just gets dumb, okay? Like, only garbage men should play garbage men in movies. The lawyers you see on TV should be real lawyers in real life. Okay, it just gets stupid. Okay, here's the thing. She was offered this role. It's not like she went and auditioned and then like bumped somebody out because it's Scarlett Johansson, whatever. She was offered this role, and she accepted it. She's probably the biggest female movie star in the world right now. Like, if I was making a movie and I asked her to be in my movie and she said yes, I would be ecstatic. Even if she didn't even fit the part, I would make it work. Okay, I would just be like, yes, I will do whatever I need to do to secure that. Because you're not only getting Scarlett Johansson, but you're getting somebody who has star power. People may not be interested in this movie, like, at all, but because she's in it, it might incline them to see it. Okay? Like, that's what you're getting. Because she puts people in seats. She helps to do that. And so, whereas if it was some other person, it probably wouldn't work out that way. So, people were just getting off on this whole representation, and Scarlett Johansson is taking that away from people. And she's been, involved in other things that with what's that one, Ghost in the Shell, where it was like, oh, she's taking that role from a Japanese woman that should be playing that, and that was a whole nother thing that got debunked by the director himself. The director of the anime Ghost in the Shell was like, no, and that's right here. I'll post a link to that in the description. I'm not going to get into that, but it is pretty interesting. So anyway, Trevor Noah came in and he weighed in on this whole just garbage fire that's going on there, where there is no real story. This is a nothing story, but people are making it into something that it's just get over it. I will give him credit. He did not jump on the bandwagon. I've seen a lot of people relating this story, and they've kind of lumped Trevor Noah into this whole idea that he also is propagating this belief that, trans people should play trans people. Gay people should play gay people. Garbage men should play garbage men. That there is no real acting. Okay, he didn't jump in on that. Okay, I will give him credit where credit's due. But he propagates something very interesting. And he almost propagates this idea of an opportunity tax, is what I'm dubbing it. That if you have so much opportunity, some of that should be taken and given to others. Okay? He promotes this horrible idea much better than I do. So let's just listen to him.
Stories. And so someone like Scarlett Johansson sometimes I think doesn't understand, when you read a quote like that, you go, no, people aren't attacking you for this. They're just saying you have the luxury of all of
the luxury. You have the luxury. Okay?
Of these roles and the roles that these other people will never be considered role. You can play a Japanese robot if you want to, and you can play a white woman in Avengers, a white woman in a romantic comedy, a white woman in action, a white woman in a drama. You can play all of them. But the Japanese woman who's acting, she most probably can only play the Japanese robots. You know what I mean? That's...
Okay. Anyway. So, I don't know. That's kind of stereotyping the Japanese woman. She can only play the Japanese robot. If you don't know what he's referring to there, he's referring back to that Ghost in the Shell movie. That's what he's propagating. He's propagating an opportunity tax. He's literally saying Scarlett Johansson has so much opportunity here. Like role after role after role after role. Some of these roles should not be given to her, and they should be given to others. Maybe people don't want others to play it. Going back to that whole idea of star power, putting people in seats. And maybe they want Scarlett Johansson to play that role. Specifically for that reason. This is literally Trevor Noah using the same ideology of taxing the rich to give more to the poor. Okay? But doing it with this. With her movies and her opportunities. Okay, there was a time when Scarlett Johansson did not have a lot of opportunities. She had a select few. Because there were other actresses who had way more star power and way more opportunities. They could pick and choose any role they wanted. And she had to take what she could get. And now she's risen to that level where she is approached and offered roles. Okay? Because she's worked for that. She's there because she's worked hard to get there. Plain and simple. Okay? You're not going to tell LeBron James, hey, LeBron, okay, you literally can play all the games the whole season if you wanted to. But why don't you sit out for a third of the season and let second string play? Because, they deserve to play too. It's stupid. It's dumb. That whole logic is just dumb. And Trevor Noah, you're dumb for saying that. And you're dumb on a lot of things, but you're dumb on that. Very, Very certain you're dumb on that. Anyway, if you like this video, please go down and like it, and please hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. Definitely more videos like this. And hey, you know, if you're like Chase, there needs to be representation and equal opportunity in film and art and all those things. And Scarlett Johansson's wrong. Her whole idea is wrong. Okay, if you're feeling that, let me know down in those comments. Thank you guys, and peace out.